Osamatsu-san, god damn well, finds a way as usual. This week was another brilliant episode, with two skits that were actually both very strong. The first one, straight up, incredible, had me laughing the whole way through. It was another one that just completely took the piss out of the Matsuno brothers, and that's where they're at the strongest in my opinion. When they are just 100% showing the characters' flaws and how horrible they are as people, and really taking the piss out of it. That's what I love the most, especially when they do some crazy shit, and they did some crazy shit in that first skit, but that was nothing on the level of the second skit. I definitely preferred the first skit, it was a lot more funny, but the insanity of the second skit, man. Iyami's final shit cannot be denied, man. They had like references to Drunken Fist and Street Fighter and probably 100 other martial arts movies that I didn't get the references to. It was just brilliant. I mean, straight off, that dude coming in dressed as Drunken Master. Oh, that was brilliant. It was so obvious straight away. That's such an iconic, memorable character. And it was just so brilliant seeing him come in and decide Iyami was the one who was going to need. And then that whole explanation of the shaken. It sounded so much like one of those JoJo moments where in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure they just freeze and be like, the Hamon has been passed on for years, blah, 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 blah. It was so perfect. And Rie Kugamiya coming in, I think that was her, as the girl Shaorin, something like that. Girl who had the like Chinese buns in her hair. I'm not sure 100%, but it sounded like Rie Kugamiya, which would be perfect, because it would just be another Gintama star dropping in to do her voice. I mean, last week, due to Kamimatsu, we got Gintoki in. Now we got Kagura? That's brilliant. She suited the role so much. Oh, and the insanity, man. It was the fight that really got me. Like, the beginning was just kind of funny. When the Osamatsu brothers got knocked out for being too noisy to the wrong person, that was great. It was especially funny since one person online pointed out that you can, like, literally imagine the positions that they're knocked out in are perfect for, like, if they were actually having sex at that point. Which is just, nah, messed up. But you guys can do with that what you will. There's already been a lot of photo edits. I'm not bothered to make any, but you guys definitely should. You can, like, pair them up and shit. Oh, man. The rest of this one, like, the fight at the end, it was incredible. When Iyami finally realised he needed to share from the heart. And then the brothers surprised the hell out of him by destroying his bank statement and his insurance card, which was just terrible. And then we got into the funny shit. I mean, it was already funny when Ichimatsu turned into a cat and was slicing these things up. Because I like the fact that they just keep bringing that up every now and then. Like, since the second season started, they've brought that up a lot. That Ichimatsu can just literally go cat form whenever he wants to. And none of his brothers seem to bat an eyelid anymore. Like, I remember when it first happened, Osamatsu was like, what the hell have I just witnessed? Now they're just literally using it to slice up papers. Oh, man. But the other ones. The fact that Kanematsu had released a photo album of himself. And they didn't even need to slice that up. Just the fact that Kanematsu is that painful was enough to make him shame. I love how they got Toti as well. They brought back the whole belly button wrinkle thing. Oh, he has a collection of belly button wrinkle photographs. That is on another level, man. On another level. I don't want to deal with that fish. Toti can keep that shit to himself. But the final one, man. Dion showing up with a giant platter of pink poop or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that was about. That really was a share moment. And he actually spoke properly instead of doing his Dion. He spoke properly and ended it with a little yon. And it sounded really cool. And the next episode we apparently actually have a Dion episode, which is going to be strange. It's called the Dion Clan. If it's actually a long skit. I don't know. Can they continue on with a whole Dion skit? That's going to be interesting. Now, that first skit from this episode, my god. Toti is just so fucking evil. He's literally sitting there saying, I need someone in their 20s who isn't particularly good looking, isn't particularly skilled. Just a nice general person, and he's just ignoring his brothers the whole way through. They get to the point where it's like, you could take that someone Matsu, right? I mean, there's 5 of them. He's just like, done. Oh, it was so perfect. That was incredible as it was. And then when they went through the goddamn auditions, it was brilliant. Okay, just straight up, Toti dressed as a girl, funny as hell. He doesn't look too different from Toriko, which is perfect, because that is the female him. And it was just how serious the brothers took this whole thing that pushed it to another level. I mean, Jushimatsu, straight away, as soon as the term Gokon was mentioned, group date, he got hard. And he didn't stop being hard for the rest of the audition. Even while, like, putting ice on his dick and, like, getting into an ice bath, he still couldn't get it down. That's amazing in its own right. Also, possibly a health problem, but Maybe that explains why he was able to date the AV actress for so long. Oh god, that's bad. Nope, let's leave Homura out of this. She's amazing. We don't need to, like, drag her down into this. Okay, so, the other brothers, man, when they went on the fake date with Toti, what the they were all acting as if Toti was a real chick. I mean, it's bad enough that Jushimatsu kept his hard-on up while watching one of his brothers dressed as a girl. Even worse is goddamn Osamatsu, who straight up molests his brother. And this is one thing I have to throw out. The best bit about this skit is all the small details that were thrown in, because there were so many small details you just wouldn't notice if you weren't paying attention to them. I mean, things that went by really, really quickly. I mean, Toti's faces throughout this were incredible. Him reacting to the ridiculousness of the brothers. But there were moments, like when Osu was going in on Toti, which was so fucked up. You even see like a panty shot when he lifts up her skirt. And that is disturbing on so many levels. And I mean, I can already tell there's going to be hundreds of Tumblr posts about that. Oh man, it was so bad. I mean, even when he comes back out, the like top is hanging off of his shoulder. And Osamatsu doesn't realise he's done anything wrong. He's that retarded to the point where he's watched so many AVs, he thinks that's what happens at Gokons. So aside from that one being mildly disturbing because he was going after his brother in drag, there was also Ichimatsu, who was just straight up freaky. I mean, he got so stressed out by the whole thing and being pressured to move forward that he just randomly pulls down his trousers and is ready to take a shit on the table. The fuck? Literally, the fuck? I don't even. The fact that he got kicked for that was amazing. And again, the little things. His multicoloured, pixelated dick while he was getting kicked was kind of hilarious. Ichimatsu really likes to shit, man. I don't know why he does that so often in public. Oh, man. And then Kadomatsu was just the normal, painful Kadomatsu. Trying to sound cool, and really not. Talking about how group dates are like a microcosm of life, and he just kept going, man. He needed to be put down that pit. When they were filling it with cement, I was like, yes, don't let him come back. He needs to stay gone for the rest of the episode. But then they, like, made it all dramatic and tried to help Toti save face as well. When he, like, left them and said, oh, I can't choose, and they made it sound like it was because he loves his brothers all equally, and really, he's just embarrassed by them all. And I can't blame him for that. I still think he should have taken Jushimatsu. He could have just worn loose trousers and, like, tucked it up. It would have been fine. Totally fine. Nah, man. But that song, they had, like, the Enka song playing. It was all like, Atoti, Ototi. Like, he got seriously emotional there. And then he talked to the random god of group dates. This show, when it comes to gods, they whip out gods all over the place in the show and just create them on the fly. That one was definitely one of the weirdest, though. Oh, man. The end to that was brilliant, though. It was perfect, because he was right. He couldn't have taken any of his brothers. It would have hurt the rest of them. We've already had this kind of moment when he basically has a ranking for his brothers in his head. We basically got to that point where it was obvious Jushimatsu's the winner. Because he was like, I would take Jushimatsu, but he's had a boner the whole time. So that wasn't working out, but oh, man. It was just brilliant. He took that guy who was just way above Toti's level. Both of the girls were just hanging all over him. And then that third chick just calls him nothing. Oh, that was horrible. And it's just straight up like, oh, buy me a drink, even though she's flirting with the other guy. Oh, that is deep. Toti got wrecked. He really should have just brought one of his brothers. But of course, that probably would have ended in pain too. Oh, man. Even Osamatsu. Osamatsu is normally not on that level. I would have thought if anyone would have done that, it would have been Choro. But I mean, Rising Fafimatsu, he got disqualified just for being too damn desperate, man. Okay, so, brilliant episode. I laughed the whole way through that first one. Again, the second one was a bit weaker. I still had quite a bit of fun with it. Definitely more of a fan of the Osamatsu brothers than any of the side characters, though. The side characters do tend to take away from the show. But I think we need that breakup every now and then to have space from the brothers so we don't go insane and get bored of their antics. I mean, goddamn, they're getting naked in, like, every episode nowadays. They got naked twice in this one. Twice! Ichimatsu pulled down to poop once, and then at the end they were dancing around naked. God damn. Still, lots of fun. God, it's going to be sad when this series comes to an end for a bit, but you know it's going to get a season 2 eventually. So yeah, I love this one, but let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you like this video, wreck that like button like you mean it. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more, and I will see you guys next time.